Good morning, family. In today's devotion, let's talk about today's thought: protected by a spider's web.
Welcome to today's morning devotion with Pastor Conrad. Be inspired today.
Today's thought comes from Psalms 91, verse 1 to 4, which says, "He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. I will say of the Lord, He is my refuge and my fortress. My God, in Him will I trust. Surely He shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence. He shall cover thee with His feathers, and under His wings shalt thou trust. His truth shall be thy shield and buckler." Robert I, popularly known as Robert the Bruce, was king of Scotland from 1306 until his death in 1329, and he led Scotland in the First War of Independence against England. A story is told that one day, as he was fleeing from his enemies, he sought refuge in a cave and prayed to God for assistance. While in the cave, he watched a tiny spider try to spin a web, until finally it was able to spin a web across the mouth of the cave. Looking at the web, Robert thought, "God, I asked you for assistance and you sent me a spider? What can a spider's web do against spears and arrows?" However, a few minutes later, hot on his trail, his enemies reached his hideout, where they saw that a spider had built a web over the mouth of the cave. His pursuers, concluding that he could not have entered without first destroying the web, turned around and went another way. "Oh God," prayed Bruce, "I thank thee that in the tiny bowels of a spider you can place for me a shelter, and then send the spider in time to place it for my protection." This is quite a fascinating story to me because it demonstrates that God can use anything, even the most insignificant things, to create a miracle for us and in our lives. In the text, David, who would have faced many enemies and defeated many armies, talks about how God protects and delivers us as His children. He said, "Here is what I can say that I've learned about dwelling close to the Most High and in the shadow of the Almighty. He becomes a fortress, a place of exceptional security, and He becomes a refuge, a shelter from danger and trouble, and He becomes that in which you can put your confidence for safety and protection. When your enemies set snares for you and it seems that ruin, calamity, and destruction are upon you, God is a deliverer." Come on, pray with me. Father, I thank you today that as your child, I can expect your protection and your deliverance in my life. I thank you that you cover me with your feathers. Under your wings I can trust, and your truth is my shield and buckler. Help me to continually abide within your secret place. Amen. Hey, I've got a new video series out that's called The 5 Foolish Mistakes That Keep Christian Believers Stuck, Unhappy, and Broke, even though they believe God's promises belong to them. You can access it for free over at kingsedition.com. Remember to make time in your busy life to become a part of a good weekly Bible study group so you can connect with others, build your faith, and learn and grow together as a family. Because the truth of life is, you can't succeed alone. If you enjoyed this, share it with your family, share it with your friends, and don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel and page. Blessings.
Thank you for joining us. Visit kingsedition.com for more inspirational resources for your journey today.